All right, happy Sunday. Another lesson coming at you. So this is kind of like part two of position sizing. I'm going to make this really quick for you. Here at Trendy Options, we do have a weekly performance spreadsheet that we use. And I apologize for the first tweet that went out. TD was down and some of my numbers were off by a couple percentages, but on a good side, right? We actually were a little bit more on the win streak than we were that I posted. So I was off about three points or so. But anyways, to kind of give you an idea of how things have been going, I'm putting myself out there because, we talk about keeping a steady, disciplined position size at all times, right? Now, as a disclaimer, I want to tell you, you could still lose, guys. All right, just because you play the same amount every single time doesn't mean that we're going to have a positive P&L every week. Okay, you could still lose money. That's why it's important to understand and take responsibility for yourself when you're in a position, whether or not you let things go to zero or if you have a stop, right? You got to adjust to whatever your risk tolerance is. Okay, so you might actually make more than we do in the room. You might make less. All right, but just be disciplined in whatever approach that you go into. Now, these trades right here are everything from April the 30th to May the 4th. Okay, they're all in here. What I paid for, what the actual gain was. This is your percentage column. Okay. But what I wanted to show you was, we talked about this in the first video. If you were to make all your positions $200 or 300 or 500 or 1,000, and I base these off of, I did a short poll in the room a few months back to see what most of you guys trade. Now, from my memory, if it serves me right, most people really do fall into the $300 category, is what they're willing to put out there. Okay. Now I get it. So what if I make 10 trades a day and we have 10 trades on all at one time? That's $3,000 worth of capital, right? Now you've watched me trade. It's not typical that we stay in a trade that long. Okay, so that brings up another thing. I had a question the other day. Hey John, they were talking about swing trading. Okay, I can't promise you that just because we jump into a swing, right, little quotations around that, means that we're actually going to hold it for 2 or 3 days. Okay, the road is paved with many good intentions. All right, but the market gives us and serves us, and we have to be able to react and be smart about it. So if I get into a position, say Apple, and I don't expect to sell until Friday, but we make 200%, I'm probably going to get out because overall, since February, it's been a complete mess. It's volatile. Why are you going to take the risk and not take some of those profits off, right? So, going back to what I was saying is this, to be very transparent with you. I have not stuck to my own rules. But I've also said in the room that the reason why is because the market has just been, you guys know, the market's been crazy. Okay. But this is a great lesson learned. Just be disciplined, right? And this is what happens when you're disciplined. So, if you would have followed me this week and did everything I did, your total weekly gain would have only been $527. Now, that's not bad. It's about a 9% return. All right. It's not bad. Compounded looks awesome. All right. Now, coming over here, I want to show you guys the difference. If you would have stuck to a $200 minimum for each one of my trades, you would have came out on top this week at $2,800. All right. I'm just going to round up. 2,900 bucks. $300, 4,300. 500, 7,200. 1,000, 14,400. These are your returns. I'm not making this stuff up. It's pretty easy math. You could take a look. Now, I did say, like in Twitter, minus commission fees, all that's in here for me. But over here, it obviously would be different, right? For an example, if you came over here and looked, I got into a position here on the 170 call. I think I bought one, so it's 200 bucks. Um, over here, right? So I actually, if you notice, I made 53. If you would have only put 200, then you would have made 48, right? $300, you might ask yourself, well, how do I do that? You obviously bought a call that was 222 bucks, right? So what you could do if you want to stick to your 300 is you would find another strike that would equal up to the 300. So if I bought the 170, maybe you buy a 171 for another 100 bucks. So there you get your $300. Okay? Just you're going to have to make those decisions on yourself. But what I was getting at is if I bought 5 of these, then obviously my commissions would be a little bit more. But I think the overall point of this entire thing is if you stay disciplined, this guy over here looks like baby sauce. Okay? These over here, these are more in line with what we want to see. Okay? 2,800 bucks is not a bad weekly return. $14,000, definitely not bad. All right, so just I want to show you the results. I'll be updating you guys with this on a weekly basis, probably on Sundays, so you can see our performance. And if you come up here, we lost 23% of the positions, and we won 76% of them. These are very high percentages, but as a disclaimer, you can be at 70% but still lose money. Okay, so I'm not trying to boast myself by showing you the win percentage. What is important is that we cut the losers, right? Pretty quickly if they're not working out for you. It's all based on your risk tolerance. Or that our winners outweigh our losers. Now, there's some important stuff in here that I want to show you real fast, okay? That really kicks you in the butt. All right, and I want you to see that. So you guys all know did very well on the shack position. Now I only had one, right? And my return was $422. Okay, 335%. And looking over here, if you just would have put 200 into it, you would have got your 6. And obviously over here, at 1,000, 3,000. It's all hindsight, right? But some of you guys, you trade very big sizes. Okay, so some of you would do very well in this scenario. Now, I want you to focus your attention on this here. Okay, do you guys know what this is? Well, this is all negative. These are all hedges. All right, so now you will always hear me say, hey, John, um, well, you'll hear me say, sorry, that I'm okay if my hedge goes to 0. Well, at the end of the day, when I look at this, right, for myself, if I look over here and I add these up, and this is just quick math really quick, 150, another 100, 250 plus 80, then you're looking at like 330, somewhere in there, right? So 330 could have easily been added on this. And my wife asked me, she said, John, if you didn't have that, then you'd have close to $1,000 for the week. And it's been a hard week, guys. Friday was nice, but it's been a hard week. I encourage you to go out there and look at others. Most people didn't make any money, okay? Most people did not make money until Friday, but their overall weekly gains didn't outweigh their losses, okay? So we did well. But I want you to pay attention to this. This is a hedge, right? And it's hindsight. It's easy to say, I shouldn't have done this. I could have made more money, right? But in the moment, with the market conditions the way they were, in the beginning of the week, I bought these for a reason. Okay? And actually, if you notice, I bought these on the 25th, right? So this is the 30th through the 18th. And we bought them the week before when shit was really hitting the fan, right? So we were just being cautious and trying to protect the account, but I just want to show you it can definitely have an impact. Also, if you're new to the room and you come in and you don't understand these are a hedge and this is all you buy, and you gauge my performance on this, I'm going to look horrible to you. So I apologize. But these are hedges. Okay? Anytime you see a put and I'm net long, remember, what does net long mean? This is easy. Come down this, you see nothing but call, 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 call. Calls everywhere, right? And we have a few puts. It means I'm net long. It means I'm just protecting the account overall. When the week closes out, they expire worthless, I've actually lost all that money. Okay, but I was still positive, and that's all that matters. Okay, so I hope this helps you. If you guys have any questions, please DM me. I would appreciate that. I'm always here to help. And you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll be back at it in the morning. Okay.